Hi everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Rashelle Captain. I'm the CEO here at Connecting Cultures. We've had great feedback and comments on some of the videos that we had, and I wanted to continue that conversation and tackle one of the scenarios that came up and give some feedback on how to handle it. So a lot of times when we're in a medical setting or in an encounter, a lot of medical jargon can come at us. And so it can catch us off guard. And somebody says a word or a phrase and we're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea how to say it. It's a specialty clinic or something like that. And so one of the things that's really critical is making sure that you maintain your composure and your professionalism, but you also have to figure out how to troubleshoot that moment when you don't know what they're talking about, you don't know how to say the words, and so how do you keep the encounter flowing smoothly without having to break it up for what you're doing. So one of the things that you can do when you have a series of things coming at you that you're not really certain about is ask for repetition. And what you can do is say, okay, doctor, before I interpret this, I want to make sure that I understand it's A, B, C, and D. Or maybe you already know what they're talking about to some extent, but you forgot the list. So I need milk, butter, sugar, and a loaf of bread. And so you can say to the patient, I need milk, bread, sugar. I'm sorry, doctor, I needed to say milk, bread, sugar, and a loaf of bread. Yes, it's clarified. You bring that back to the patient and things continue to go on smoothly. Another way to handle a circumstance when you don't understand the word is to ask for clarification. This doesn't mean that you're incompetent. It doesn't mean that you're not professional. It doesn't mean that you're not prepared. But what it does mean is that there's something that if you don't understand what they're talking about, it's not going to allow you to do your job and be able to help the communication flow effectively. And so what you want to be able to do is say the doctor gives you some terminology you don't understand. Say to the patient, I'm sorry, I need to clarify what they're saying so I can make sure I get it right. Turn to the provider and say, doctor, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can you explain this, this, and this to me? And then they'll explain it, and then you can turn in and continue on with the interpreting. I have a perfect example of this that I may have shared already, but I'll do it again. I was at a rehab appointment and a gentleman was doing some twisting with their hands, and the provider asked the patient, so how's your scab doing? And I didn't know the word for scab. It wasn't something that was in my vernacular at the time. I had never had to use it personally, and so I didn't know how to say scab. And so what I did is I turned to the patient and I said, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the word, but it's the part here where the blood is dried up. And then the patient said, oh, scab in Spanish. And so then I was able to remember that word, but clarifying with the provider and the patient and just explaining what I needed to do. And I think when you're transparent, asking for clarification shows that you are a professional because it shows that you're not trying to muddle through. What I would encourage you to do is to ask for clarification versus physically looking up terminology. If you're not familiar with what's being said and you don't know the terms, chances are you don't understand the condition either. And so by asking for clarification, getting that context is going to help the conversation flow more smoothly. If the provider and the patient have to literally pause their conversation so that you as the interpreter can step back, open an app, look it up, type it in, come back, say the word, chances are you've already forgotten what it was that was originally said in the first place in order to make that smooth transition. So the more that you can communicate the clarification, the easier it is to keep the actual conversation flowing and allow things to move on from there. You don't want to lose your cool. So make sure that you have confidence. Think about things ahead of time. A lot of people are new into the industry, especially with the COVID thing and everything moving to video and all of that kind of stuff. Healthcare is its own beast. It's its own industry. It has all of its own specialties, its niches, its vernacular, its vocabulary, all of these kinds of things. And so you can never be prepared for everything. And so really working on how can you prepare for a situation that might throw you off a little bit, reviewing your code of ethics, finding techniques that help you to execute on those ethics will be really important in having you feel confident. And when you feel confident and in control and you're transparent with everything, that's when the people you're working with feel most comfortable with the work that you're doing. So to sum it up, how do you keep your cool when you have too much medical jargon coming at you? Ask for repetition. If you need to, ask for clarification, and do everything you can to prep ahead of time so that you're ready and able and confident going into your next encounter. So I thank you all for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. If you liked what I had to say, like the video, comment on the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch all of the new content coming out, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Have a great day, guys.